Many of them walked out. Many of them crawled. But a number of them stood up. What has happened today? As I said today, journalists would prefer to take selfies or are more than happy to take one-way information from the government. You have a situation, and it's happening in Delhi at the moment, what I call supari journalism. 3 or 4 channels have taken a supari to prevent Arvind Kejriwal from getting any media space. It's happening openly.
Are you clapping? One second. Are you clapping that you approve?
This country has reached the stage where debates are taking place on news channels where you will not allow a representative of the Aam Aadmi Party. You will carry a debate, interestingly, on whether there should be a presidential debate between Kejriwal and Bedi, and you will have the debate between Congress and BJP but won't have the Aam Aadmi Party. Why? Because your owners today want Arvind Kejriwal out. You have other owners. You have a media owner who sits with the Prime Minister, campaigns with him in Haryana. And that's the truth. I didn't know whether this is the right forum to say that, but because of obvious reasons. But that is the truth. Sits with him because he wants a Rajya Sabha seat. What do you expect the journalists of that channel to do?
Well, that's
you have now. The fact
fired a journalist day before yesterday because he said that he would cover. He was told he was not allowed to cover Arvind Kejriwal. And he said he refused to. He was called into the HR department. He was told to resign. He refused to resign. And then they called him up 2 hours later and they said, "You're fired." That's where we are today. That either you toe the line of the owner who is supporting a particular party or politician and is getting his benefits for his other businesses, or you use your bread and butter.
No, but the fact is, for the longest time, why are the politicians today contemptuous of the media? Because we have allowed standards to fall. We have become we carry Nautanki every night on prime time. Let's be honest. We do tamasha, right? So therefore, if the Prime Minister of the country calls me a news trader, I may object after 26 years. But there are people out there who say these media wale aise hi hai. So Narendra Modi, in a sense, is reflecting the contempt increasingly that the viewer or the reader has for the media. And we have been responsible for our own downfall. We today will not stand up when a journalist is removed because he objects to, let's say, Kejriwal not getting space. We will not stand up when standards are falling, when you have 10 people shouting at each other, when we conduct kangaroo trials night after night. We will not stand up. And because we are not willing to stand up and say we don't have any clothes and we are naked, the Prime Minister and the politicians are saying, you guys are tamashawalas, notankis, news traders. Why should I talk to you? And we've reduced ourselves in our own eyes. That's what's happened. And that's the serious crisis that we face. It's a serious crisis. Why blame Narendra Modi? We should blame, 20 years ago, editors lost their backbone. We have lost the authority, the moral authority today to question the Prime Minister because we are so interested in doing everything else but journalism.
But in all fairness, I must interject and explain that 20 years